So we talked about, so our evil group is coming to the Shore of Bones.
Yes, you are headed to the Shore of Bones where the ruins are. And the ruins are of a Yuan-Ti tribe that actually used to trade and do business with the Wormblight Fortress. So the basis of this is that you guys have a little special forces goblin crew. Well, you know what? Let's take a step back for just a second. Let's discuss goblins in this world. Goblins are not like seen as evil per se. They're seen as like a little bit unclean. Like, you know, like people don't really like associate with goblins. Else people are like, you know, oh, they associate with goblins, so they must be doing some, you know, underhanded, dirty stuff behind the scenes. That's kind of
Are
what.
we the street children?
Kind of, yes. You're kind of the street children, the people who
Homeless street children?
the goblins kind of work the underworld and are kind of crafty and sneaky and while there are good goblins that are out there making a good life for themselves, you know, doing honest work, a lot of goblins find it easier and more to their proclivities to try and use their brains and their smarts to get one over on, you know, the established principles and laws. Kind of.
We're Ferengi.
I was just gonna say that, RJ. Kind of like the Ferengi from Star Trek. So yes, coin is very important to the goblins. The more wealth you have, the higher your social status within the goblin society. And most goblins hail from the mountains. So they kind of have a testy relationship with dwarves. Like the two of them see each other like in the mountains all the time and they're able to coexist, but it's kind of like, you know, I'll leave you alone, you leave me alone, and don't get me mixed in any of your stuff.
My kind needs to.
Well,
So-
that seems like an environment where conflicts might arise semi-frequently.
There is conflicts and there are goblins in towns and I mean there's one goblin that you guys have dealt with in Valley Rest all the time.
The Lillywits?
It's Lillywits, and she's a good goblin.
Love Lillywits.
But she loves her coin. So
oh yes she did.
So that's where the goblin lore lies within the world of Djruthourhi. So that aside, your guys' team has made their living, and I know you guys have been talking about like your roles and everything, and we'll get to that in a minute. But your guys' team is kind of like a premium asset. Like you don't just take the job from anybody unless the coin is really good. But you guys are there to do a job and you get it done and you have a reputation for it, and you guys should be very proud of your reputation because that's your livelihood. So this job that you are doing is you are going to be assuming the role of an excavation team for this dig site. And you will be undercover for the first part of this, and your employer, who I'm not going to reveal yet, will have set up like your transportation to the area. You know, you'll be driving in a caravan and you're going to be headed out there undercover so that no one knows your actual job, which is to find the key, get the key, and any other important or useful information while you were there. I'm going to be introducing something that I think will be fun, because while this mission is going on, I'm going to introduce something I'm calling the Chaos Meter.
Uh-oh.
And as your actions affect the chaos meter, it will up the threat level against you.
That
Oh,
reminds me
lovely.
of in Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Mm-hmm.
where the more you do river raids, the more alert everything gets.
I mean, you could also
That's
compare it to stars in GTA.
I was
Yeah.
also thinking of Dishonored.
Dishonored's a good one too. Yeah,
Sorry, I was fixing my cord. What was that last one?
Dishonored.
Oh,
Dishonored
yes.
You Dishonored on your
I haven't played that game in ages.
So
Dishonored on your cow.
with all that information, are there any questions pertaining to the Goblin lore and the basis for this adventure?
I don't really have any questions.
I feel like my one question is, what were we offered to make us take this job?
A lot of coin.
Like a shitload of coin, I'm assuming.
It's probably gonna be like the equivalent of like 100 platinum apiece,
Ooh.
baller.
and a bonus at the end once the job's completed.
It is like 2 days a week.
Oh, so we got paid up front.
Yes, to get your kit and your well.
I was gonna say, if Grem would have been like half up front at least.
Yeah, because if we're
Ooh.
getting promised a lot of coin, I feel like we're just gonna try. They're gonna try to make murder us at the end of it to clear all the witnesses, type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say they probably gave you 200 gold worth at the start. Because first of all, they don't want you going in there with like top of the line gear to blow your cover, that kind of stuff. Because
Right.
this is supposed to be a government job that you're going in to excavate for the Empire,
Ooh.
All they do is blow cover.
and there may be characters that you guys have met in your travels that you might meet in this adventure.
I certainly won't have met them.
I will not remember a single one of them.
On both sides of the conflict.
Oh my god, it's worth the joint is there.
If we run into a certain half dragon, dead on sight.
Oh, if only if Mia was there.
Dead on sight.
I thought about
Don't
making
care.
him the benefactor.
Dead on sight.
As far as
I will bite the hand that feeds.
But
as far as the team
know them.
Go ahead, RJ.
as far as the team goes, we're part of an organization that like picks and chooses people for certain like needs. So we might not have all worked together before, or this sixth person team is always together.
You are the six. You are the team.
Okay.
So we've worked together before. That's why when we were trying to discuss like our backgrounds and stuff, I was asking, well, how long have we worked together?
That's up to you guys.
I know. And then I think Cierra came up with the Ocean 6 idea. So like we've worked together, but it's more of Cierra, how did you describe it? Like we each have our like own tasks that we do and that we do well.
Yeah, everyone is just a moving part, basically.
And
So
it's
there is
generally the benefactor that is the one
But how did
who
we?
is.
What was the catalyst? Why do we all work together? Is what I
Well,
think we should.
yeah, that's
figure
something you guys should figure out. Did you guys just like meet on a job site, or did you guys like sign up for an ad and join a team together and then just like the team so much and stayed. That's up to you guys, because goblins form these little corporations all on their own, whether it be, house cleaning where they also steal the silverware, or, what you guys do. So that's
That
up to you
does sound
guys.
like a very
Everybody
goblin
blows
thing to
stuff
do.
up.
What was that, Cierra?
I said, wait, so everyone blows stuff up?
No, not everyone blows stuff up. But it could have been something like...
It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke.
Oh,
Poorly
okay.
timed joke.
But yeah, that's up to you guys. Your little group dynamic is fully up to you. How long you've been working together, how you guys met. That's all little backstory lore that you guys can come up with or just ignore and never bring up in the RP.
It could be funny if we've somehow worked multiple jobs before, and after like the third or such one, we went, you know what? We work well together. This works.
I think Boom is just like, they help me get paid.
All right,
Well,
And I
so
haven't died yet, so.
we've got Grin, Grem, Greebo, Grizzle, Boom, and Remy. What's your character's name?
Professor Grubby Tubby.
I love it.
Grubby.
Grubby.
Oh, Professor Grubby Tubby.
Grandma's gonna call
Grubby.
him Grubby.
And they will consistently correct you and say, Professor Grubby Tubby.
All right, Grubs.
Professor
Grem is like,
Grubby Tubby.
that's too fucking long.
It's kind of like how we're treating Greebo at the moment, because technically he has introduced himself as
Grubby.
King Lord Greebo the Magnificent.
All right, hold on, I'm writing everyone's name down. Then we got Boom.
Yes, I did not
And-
get the G memo up front, but that's fine.
That just happened to
It's
work.
fine,
God.
it's fine. Honestly, I think the only reason it coordinated so well, despite any of us saying anything, is simply because everyone hears goblins, everyone immediately thinks, oh, name that starts with a G.
Also, Doomy,
Yes.
I would assume that for not necessarily all jobs, but most, my character doesn't necessarily travel with the party because they're mostly just a planner. This is one of the rare cases where they are with the party.
I mean, that makes sense.
Also, I still need to get your character
He's-
art done.
He sent me, or they sent
Yeah,
me
they're-
one.
What was the other name?
They
King
did?
Lord what?
What?
King Lord Greebo the Magnificent.
Don't worry, I'll post it in the chat so you can all reference it and use my full title every time
Yeah, okay,
you call
send it to
upon
me,
me.
Chris, because my character would only call you by your full title.
He is going to keep adding on to the title too.
And this is why Grandma's gonna, if they keep adding titles, Grandma's gonna go Greebs.
Well, King Lord Greebo respects the shit out of Professor Grubby Tubby.
Hey, if we've been working together a long time and we haven't, and their plans always work, so that's good. It makes sense. Grubby Tubby's plans have not failed you yet.
Hey RJ, what's your
It's true.
character's name?
Grizzle.
That would be Grizzle.
Wow, we
Are-
really all just jumped on the G bandwagon there. Okay.
I'm working on putting all the images I have on the Roll20. And just so we have it for posterity, I'm just gonna zoom in on somebody's image and you guys can kind of give the little introduction for your character. How's that sound? Introduce.
Professor Grubby Tubby at your service. I am a scholar of notable works. I am way smarter than your average goblin. And I'm here to be able to get more adventures in my novel critically acclaimed. in the library of Grizzle Snout. Yes,
Okay.
Grizzle Snout.
It's made up. I've never heard of it.
Damn you, Boom.
What is your position in the party?
I make the plans. I move you like my chess pieces, and I manipulate our enemies into making the wrong move.
He's a tactician.
And they may or may not have been married to Boom.
What kind of goblin are you?
I did not know there were different kinds of goblins. What kind of goblins are there, Doomy?
I mean, there's many different versions.
Oh, I consider myself I'm the smart kind of goblin, so I'm unique.
Okay. And what's your class?
Tactician.
Tactician.
That is a class. I'm so confused.
Wait.
Yeah, it is. Tactician is kind of insane as a class, and really freaking helpful support class.
It was a class it was an option, and I'm pretty much your skill monkey. For any skill that is not like physically requirement, chances are you want me to do it. I have like super high skill checks, and depending on what Doomy gives me for my magical item, it's potentially even higher.
I mean, it is a class.
Yep.
Interesting.
So like they have like +8 to Arcana, History, Insight +9, Perception +9, a 19 passive Wisdom.
What book is this from?
And their intelligence. That's why you have to change my AC to it being based on intelligence, not my dexterity.
Oh, that's part of the free basic rules 2014.
Yep.
What?
I know, right? It's insane, isn't it?
But no one ever talks about that. Like, I've never seen anyone use it.
I mean,
I have used it exactly once.
I used it in the game that I played with Raph and them. I was a tactician.
oh, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I used it in a one shot one time.
Yeah, it's not official. It's from Drizzt's travel log of everything, volume 1.
It was literally the content that you like for the.
I know.
So yeah, I'm your skill check guy.
Okay, I will double check it before we go. It should be fine, but I will double check it just to make sure.
On the sad note,
Honestly,
a light reason will knock me over.
Okay, and the
Honestly,
3
class
items.
itself is... Go ahead.
The 3 items I said were winged boots, Grubby flying, or stone of good luck.
Winged boots. Stone of good luck. Or what was the other one?
Grubby flying. Essentially, I want to be able to fly so I can see the map and position my pieces as I want, or just have a +1 on all my skill checks and saves.
Each one is one manifestation.
Vroom, vroom, zoom, zoom.
I'll allow the winged boots.
Woot, woot. I believe I can fly.
Okay.
Oh,
Because you actually
now you're
can.
a projectile.
I'm sorry, but is that canon? Did I hear that Professor Grubby Tubby was married to Boom?
Yep.
There was a point in our lives where that did happen. It is no longer a thing.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, so I do want to do a voice for this campaign, but I haven't settled on one yet. So for now, you just get to hear me.
That's fine.
But this is Grizzle. He's born pretty small, even by goblin standards. He was often mocked for his lack of any type of muscle, but he found out pretty quickly that he had a way with words, and could lie, cheat, and manipulate his way through life a lot easier than he could force his way through life with brute strength. He's going. He's a bard 6, rogue 2. He's gonna. I wanted him to play the role of like the manipulator and like information seeker type of person. He's a College of Whispers bard, which gives him. I can't remember the name of the skill right now, but Mantle of Whispers. I can take on the identity complete with basic knowledge that person would have of somebody that I've killed. And so, if we needed to get in somewhere and pretend to be somebody else, I can do that pretty convincingly.
Okay. And what type
Lovely.
of goblin are you?
Yeah, so again, I didn't know there were different types of goblins. So
You're the
I'm
tiny kind.
I'm the tiny kind, yeah.
Okay, you're the tiny kind. This is
You're the
going to
tiny
be
kind
a
and the
theme
smart
now.
kind. Can our goblins just be like unaware that there are like specific kinds of goblins and we just refer to ourselves as the blank kind? Could that like be our shtick?
That's
I am-
fine with me.
That is
And then-
not
I am a carrot.
part of you, Professor.
And then me and Boom fight over who's the actual smart kind of goblin.
Well, obviously.
I am the charismatic type of goblin. I'm +3 on charisma, so
Okay.
I'm with you on that. Plus, oh no, I'm +2 on charisma. I took the wisdom one over it. Should have taken the other one in charisma.
yeah, I'm not very wise at all.
And what is your item wish list?
So I already forgot. I know it was an immovable rod, boots of elven kind, and I don't remember the other
Nice.
things.
It was a hat of disguise, so
Yeah, the hat of disguise.
Is that in order from highest to least?
No, it is in order of whatever you really want to give me, because I didn't think you'd give me the immovable rod, but I'm wishing.
Oh, that item's the shit.
I'll let you have it.
Woo, that's awesome.
Immovable rod. All yours. Anything
It's gonna
else
come in so handy.
you would like to say about your character?
He fancies himself a philosopher, but often like twists philosophy in ways that it's not designed to be. Other than that, he tries to pretend himself to be more learned than he is.
Okay. All right, and that is Grizzle, correct?
Yep.
All right, so we got Professor Grubby Tubby. We got Grizzle. Okay, all right, I'm just checking out my. Okay. All right, eeny, meeny, miny. I want to hear from this one.
In my brain. This is Grem. Grem is the middle child. Don't know why I was doing that voice, but whatever. I'll figure it out.
Oh, my shtick.
I can't do your stick. You do it way better. Mine just sounds like I'm choking on something. But no, I wasn't going to do that voice. I already forgot the voice I was going to do. I'll figure it out again.
Mhm.
Grem is the middle child. She has a notch on each of her ears, but by the tip, she actually currently hidden has a scar that goes from above her eyebrow down to part of her cheek. She always keeps it covered. She does not like to talk about it very much. Grin, who you might meet later, is her older brother, and Greta is the younger sibling, aka Golden Child. They didn't really have a great life. Their parents were very shitty, and well, Grem just kind of happened to walk in on her brother trying to kill one of them because he was trying to get initiate into assassins and just went, you know what? Fuck it. Jumped in and helped kill their mother. Stole her necklace, which was then stolen from her. She's very pissed off about it. So yeah, she's kind of been an assassin ever since. And if anyone tries to fuck with Grin, she will likely very much stab them. She also, where is it? Where did
Are you looking for the little?
I was
Are you looking for the little background story that we
the
that we
one
joined
talking
did?
about how did they when did they kill their dad? That's yeah.
Grin killed the dad. You killed the mother.
That's what I correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what I pinned on Greta to get her arrested.
Yes. We pinned the blame on Greta for the death of our parents.
It's horrible. She was under too much pressure. Grem very much likes, so Grem is an assassin rogue way of shadow monk, level 5, level 3. She has always essentially been a hired killer. You put her in a room, she's immediately going to find the exits, and then she's going to find all the valuables. Because Grem likes money. In that order, to find the exits, then find the valuables. She is very sneaky about things. She will absolutely sneak things out of people's pockets if someone else is distracting them. Oh, look, this is now mine. She's also gotten really, really good about seeing if people are being truthful or if they're lying. She's very, I want to say, like, insightful. Mm-hmm. She's not. She's of average goblin build. I didn't pick a goblin type either. I didn't know that was a thing. I just picked Volos, so it's just goblin. Didn't know there was other kinds of fucking goblins, and Grem says that's a lie. We're just goblins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Grem.
And what's your wish list for items?
Yes, my wish list. Gloves of Thievery, Eyes of the Eagle, Ring of Mind Shielding. That is in order of want.
Since I know what Gloves of Thievery are, I probably don't even need to look them up. Yeah, go for those.
Yes.
Any final words about Grem?
It takes her a long while to warm up to people, so that's why I'm assuming we've all worked together for her to give enough of a shit about you guys. But she is of the mind that if you got yourself in trouble, you can get yourself out of it. The only person who can probably convince her to actually help is Grin. Or if it's going to affect them getting paid. Don't fuck with her paycheck. Do not fuck with the paycheck.
Paycheck is the most important part.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on to this one. Why is he small?
Because I am but a goblin.
Okay.
I am Boom. I am an unseelie goblin. I am from Ziffe Wild.
Okay.
Who got shuttled over here into a life of hard work that I decided was not for me. So I blew up the mine after I figured out how to use all the explosives, faked my death, fucked off, and just decided I was going to be smarter than everyone else.
As one does.
I learned a lot of things and I read a lot of books, and I am a part of the Alchemist Guild. I specialize in bombs, obviously.
Mhm.
And people come to me. I am well known for what I do. If you look at Boom, you can tell the back half of their body is sort of like scarring, sort of like burns from the explosion where they did not die. So there's a lot of black sooty markings constantly. You can't tell, is that skin, is that actual dirt? Who the fuck knows? On my head is Click Click. That is my homunculus. That is a canary. Based off of the one friend I had in the mine was a canary bird. I formally was legally bound to the professor. However, he made poor life decisions, and I'm maybe I convince him that he did something wrong. And being my test subject is better than being lonely. We see. We see.
Welcome back.
I'm very smart.
And did you say your class?
Oh, I am an artificer.
That's what I thought.
I am an artillerist. I make bombs. I have cannons.
Okay, and your item wish lists.
Eyes of minute seeing, all-purpose tool, and robe of useful items.
Is that in order?
Is that in order? Yes.
Not gonna lie, but if Boom makes small bomb, Grem would be very amused at trying to like sneak them onto people.
You
I
take
tell-
my bomb and not pay? Oh no.
With a plan.
What'd you
I'll
say?
tell
Dude?
you, I'm rather surprised that you'd want the eyes of minute seeing over the multi-purpose tool.
It depends. I did it because I don't know what this short grouping is going to be about. If it was long form campaign, a multi-purpose tool. Going to
Okay.
get something specific, yeah, it's a minute sync.
Okay. Eyes of minute seeing it is.
Roger.
Is there any other things you would like to say about your character before we
Don't
on to the
stand
next?
close.
Stand close.
My life's motto is not my problem.
You know, Grem can get along with that.
Okay. Let's go with this one.
Sorry, I was trying to add gloves of thievery to my thing.
Okay, so my voice is still a work in progress, but it's probably going to be something higher with like slight voice cracks here and there. But so Greebo wasn't born a noble. He declared himself one after finding a dented cooking pot and mistaking it for a crown. He's not the smartest goblin. Having once served as a goblin errand boy for a minor cult, he valiantly fled battle and fell into a sacred shrine, where he accidentally absorbed holy magic through prolonged contact with a leaking potion bottle. He was convinced that this was a royal anointing, and he now believes he was chosen by destiny itself, and he is an Oathbreaker paladin. He has oversized paladin armor with an uneven shine, the cooking pot with a handle proudly on his head, and he's like scratched in little crowns and different titles into it and stuff. And what else? Yeah, he's got delusions of grandeur. He claims to have a royal court of skeleton knights, but no one has ever seen them. He's banned from 3 taverns for unauthorized taxation. And yeah.
Unauthorized taxation.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
No, he has tried to jail me on several occasions. Yes, I do evade taxes in his districts.
Basically, he believes himself to be a noble when he's really not, and like he treats his party like not disrespectfully at all, but as if they're like part of his royal court.
Okay.
Would you like to lose fingers?
Any special breed of goblin, or is it just a noble goblin?
He's a small goblin. I toyed with the idea of being a fey goblin or a forest one, and I'm undecided.
Okay.
But yeah.
And what was your item wish list?
Sentinel shield, cloak of protection, and +1 mace in that order.
Okay.
So did you say Greebo was an ex-cultist, essentially?
No, but like, you know, he just did, like, when he fled home, he just kind of needed work and would do small jobs here and there. Couldn't really stick a job longer than a few months. Always means well, but, you know, like, means
Don't
well
worry,
for himself.
I am sure we will find some use for him.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna allow the Sentinel shield, but I want you to get a good story on how you got it.
Okay.
So think about that.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
Any other things you'd like to speak about your character? Like what's his position within the group? That kind of thing?
I'd say he's more of like, I don't know. That's a good question. He doesn't necessarily order people around, but when they do something or say they're going to do something, he's the type where he's like, yes, I was about to suggest that myself or something like that. Like he tries to take credit for everything that goes well. And
Professor Grubby Tubby thus thinks he's a very, very excitable and proactive student.
yes, and Professor Grubby Tubby is very delicate with Greebo's lack of wisdom and intelligence.
Okay.
Grem wants to
Alright.
know if Greebo would like to be the distraction.
Distraction.
Don't
Well,
tell
you
them
guys
over
needed.
there of how great you are. Get them to listen. See if they'll join the cause.
Oh yeah, Grubby. I mean,
Just don't
Greebo
let them
would
look
just
at
start
me.
walking over there.
All right.
Grem would
Think
like
of like
gathering and then pickpocket them.
think of like an evil version, a neutral evil version of, or a very selfish version of Garganoth, where he announces himself, full name, everything, always trying to greet people to respect his royalty or whatever.
What is the
That's it.
likelihood that Greebo and Garganoth know each other
Please.
and are like bitter rivals?
Or
Never
did you
know.
hear of Garganoth's great tales and go, I'm going to be like them.
It could be. That's not a bad idea.
It's actually
Garganoth is a folk hero.
Garth lost a point.
It's the one that we used to trap whatever
Yeah.
animal that was at that farm or whatever.
Oh, no, that was at the mines. That was the, they were like face suckers. They like got into people's bodies or something.
It was like a family's house on a farm or whatever that.
No, I don't think it was at the farm. It was definitely the mines, but it was like the place with that Dragonstone bridge that Malagos couldn't cross because it made her really weak.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of Orin. I don't know if that was Orin or Garganoth.
Red Bridge.
Yeah, fucking Red Bridge. Malagos still
Yep.
wants to stay as far away as possible from that place.
All right.
Just because the
No, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was not. All I said was just because Malagos wants to stay as far away from that as possible for that place, just because of the bridge.
Okay. So last but not least.
Ah, yes, Grin, the oldest child of 3 siblings. He also took basically the brunt of the punishment, or in Grem's stead, hence the very intense scarring upon his face that grants him his nickname. He had an actual name at one point, but no one really remembers what it is anymore. Grin tends to be a quiet and contemplative sort of person. And basically, the fastest way to get on his bad side is to mess with Grem. He is fairly tall for a goblin, but outside of that, he is he's just someone who is ready to wet his blade whenever he can. So I've got him as an assassin rogue echo knight fighter, levels 3 and 5 respectively. And no real special kind of goblin. I've just grabbed the goblin stats from Volos.
Okay.
Murder Goblin.
Murder goblin.
And
Only thing else I could really say. Go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
Only other thing I could really say about Grin is to share a little bit of my version of Grin and Grem's backstory, which is as follows. Grin is a quiet and grim goblin, and the eldest brother of Grem and Greta. Mother and father were equally abusive to Grin and Grem, while Greta was considered the golden child. Grin spent his late childhood pulling Grem out of fights and trying to protect her from the worst of their parents' abuse. During an initiation into an assassin's group, he was tasked with killing their parents. Grem, completely unaware of the initiation, joined in to kill their mother. Grin and Grem set Greta up to take the blame for their parents' murder and joined the assassin's group. He's now been a contract killer for 18 years and always has Grem's back.
Okay. And what is your item wish list?
In order of desire, glamored studded leather armor, boots of elven kind, +1 short sword.
Let's see. Yes. Glamour studded leather armor's fine. None of you asked for anything really, really out of the ordinary. Okay. Any last words about your character?
Nah, not that I can think of.
Okay. Now, we have met the players. We have the premise. Now we talk about the content. This is an evil campaign. But on top of everything, we are here to have fun as a group. And part of having fun as a group is knowing where the limits on such evil campaign is limited. This is just part of doing an evil campaign where we have to discuss this kind of things. Because some people have triggers that the rest of us may not know about, depending on what has happened in their personal experiences. And we don't want to acerbate those triggers.
Hence why we are having this conversation here and now.
Yes. And this conversation will probably be cut from the actual portion that we put up on YouTube because of, sensitive content. But
Well, before we go any further, are the rules that we set down here amenable later? Like, I've never played an evil campaign before, and I don't expect I'll have a lot of triggers myself personally. But if something happens and then after the session I say, hey, Doomy, that made me uncomfortable. Can we not do that anymore? Like, is that allowed?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
always allowed in
How
D&D.
Okay, awesome.
we get to if we get to it mid campaign, you want to just stop everything, say, hey, this is a step too far for me.
Mhm.
Feel free to raise your voice as it's going on.
I don't see it coming up as much in this particular scenario of an evil campaign, but it's good to talk this stuff out.
Yeah, that's the thing about like triggers is like you can always say like, hey, this is a trigger, because sometimes you just don't know until it happens.
And if such a
Mhm.
thing occurs and we're in the middle of something, I will just take over the scenario and like fade to black it and do a few rolls and figure out the outcome. And if we have to, if that occurs, I'll of course take a little break, let everyone kind of reset and chill, and then we'll come back and continue.
Works for
So-
me.
I don't want anyone to feel like they can't stop something if they need to. That's, that's part of being friends and playing this thing together as adults. Okay, so that topic out of the way. And just because I'm saying that topic out of the way, if anything pops into mind before we're done here with session 0, go ahead and speak up on it. But to the next item of business, the homebrew rules. Our normal homebrew rules, I plan on applying the only one, number 2, no evil characters. We're going to throw that one out.
Work in an evil campaign.
We are still only going to round up. Everything gets rounded up. If it's a half a point,
Cool.
it's a full point. Drinking a potion in combat requires a bonus action.
Copy that.
Drawing a weapon can be done during a movement action. If you want to switch weapons completely while in combat, which requires putting away your sword and drawing and preparing a crossbow, that whole thing will require a full action. But to get around that, we've always just like dropped the weapon that's in our hand and drew the other one. So there is a way around that. You just got to remember to pick up your stuff at the end. Death saves, if they occur, will still be secret. I think it adds a lot more drama to the play and tension, yeah. And it makes the healers focus on people who go down a little bit more. And we have our sprinting rule, which you can use your movement action, your bonus action, and your main action all at once to move 3 times your base speed in a straight line for 1 turn. And I already talked about the chaos meter. So certain actions you do will raise the chaos meter, and I will probably warn you, if you say like, I want to set fire to the roof of that building, I'll say, well, if you do this, your chaos meter is going to go up by 2. And so we'll probably warn you about most actions on the chaos meter before they occur. Are there any other rules that we'd like to discuss to add for this campaign? Ones we'd like to try out for this short one and test drive?
Are we doing the flanking rule? I know it's optional in some campaigns, but as far as like giving advantage to people when you're flanked by
oh yeah,
ally.
We always use flank. Yeah, flanking is always the thing with us. We like flanking. No rules anybody's thinking about?
With the chaos.
I do have a quick question. Considering that, my second class is an Echo Knight fighter.
Okay.
Would my Echo Knight count for flanking?
We've
Or my
talked
Echo
about that
count for flanking?
before, haven't we, Cierra?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure we have, and I think it.
I'm not
Did?
sure I was there for that conversation.
Do you
Pretty sure
remember?
as long as I was engaged, like, yes. Because my Echo still fights and causes damage, so it's like having another person there, even if it's a shadowy person.
Yes.
Okay.
Then that's your answer. I just didn't want to make a different ruling than what I have in the past.
I think we had that conversation when it came to us fighting the island's protector demon thing.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. But you had something you were trying to say, Wander?
I was just asking about like the chaos rule. Like, if we go up a level, will we be told the consequences, or are we told, or is it like a, hey, like your chaos meter raised by this much, and we just figure out what the consequences are?
So, I have the chaos meter right here. Hear that? That nice little
Yes,
piece of
I
paper.
do. That sounds
Yep.
like a stack of papers.
The
Sounded like a book.
The chaos meter has multiple levels, and once you reach a certain threshold, things can happen. Such things that can happen are established story hero appears. And what that means is a heroic character that is in the lore and that you guys have possibly met before will appear, or one that you haven't met before will appear. So that can happen. Higher level resistance can happen, like, reinforcements from a different part of the compound or whatever. Because there is an Imperial presence there. So you will be fighting Imperial guards and probably some mercenaries that they use for protection and stuff like that. But yeah, so as the chaos meter rises, the things you guys will be up against will grow. And I don't want to give away too much, and I'm not going to tell you. The things will just happen. So,
in other words, if we cause chaos, keep our eyes peeled for the consequences of our actions to come smack us upside the head.
the chaos meter has 15 levels.
I have one request with the chaos meter.
What?
If a chaos is coming, can you please play the "Look, here comes a consequence"?
Either that or I'll play the boss music.
Oh shit!
Jamie, I'm sorry if I'm making you repeat yourself. I just want to be clear. So if we, going back to your roof example, if we say, oh, I'm going to set the roof on fire, and you say, okay, that's going to raise the chaos meter, does that mean we have a chance to rethink our action once you tell us that, or like that's what's happening now?
You can rethink your action, whether it be like another member of your party's like, wait, we don't want to cause a commotion yet, or we don't want to up the level yet. Or a member of your party might just be, yeah, go for it. This is too easy. You're basically going to be in an enemy controlled area. Enemy to you, because goblins are basically kind of neutral in the whole Imperial / career ordeal. But you're there to steal something and anything else that's of value. So technically they're your enemies, even though you're trying to pretend like you're one of them to get close to your target. So you guys are constantly going to be, at least for the first part, balancing finding where this thing is, learning intel about the area, and staying with your cover. Now, of course, when the shit hits the fan, you know, you guys are going to be like trying to get the item, get out, and cause as much or as little chaos as your little green hearts desire. Does that help your question?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll all depend on the situation, whether you guys want to raise the chaos meter or lower it. Because raising the chaos meter also means there's more chaos, which means you guys have a bit more cover depending on what you did to raise the chaos meter. If you blow up a building, you know, now there's a building that's on fire that people are trying to put out the fire and rescue people. But at the same time, the threat level has raised because now somebody's blown up a building and you're more of a threat.
So that brings a question, because you said lower the chaos meter. Say like we did something, no one saw us, but it raises the chaos meter. They just don't know who exactly it is. Could we then lower the chaos meter if we stay undercover and like don't let it be blown?
Lowering the chaos meter will be difficult, and I'm sure you'll find ways during the campaign to lower the chaos meter, whether it be through interaction with certain NPCs or by committing certain acts. That's, you know, for you guys to figure out. It is, I will say this, it will be rare to lower the chaos meter, but it is possible. But once you reach a certain threshold, the chaos is chaos.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Basically,
Until-
once you break into whatever's holding the key, then the key then, you know,
Mhm.
Well, that's
sets off all.
and if we've
Yeah.
been seen.
So how long are you estimating this campaign to be in real life time?
I'm going to assume 10 sessions.
Okay.
It should take us
All right.
through just before like Christmas/winter break.
And how many days of in-game time would that be? Just for the sake of thinking like long rests and stuff.
Probably 3 or 4 days if I had to guess.
Okay.
But I mean, that all depends on you guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are the slow burn, like, let's just get it over with. Or if you guys, you know, want to look for information or just start ransacking places, that's up to you.
Gotcha.
Just go full on looter mode.
Mm-hmm.
Grem is good for that.
And what you do here will, like, I haven't written any of this in stone. But what you do here will affect when we go back to the other campaign. So this is canon, however it turns out.
Cool.
We blow up a stronghold in a small little town.
Oh no.
So,
Womp womp.
any other questions?
No questions, but man, how much would it suck if Lavarona Lav appeared? That would suck.
I
I
mean,
could still take him.
that wouldn't be my main worry of who might appear.
No. Inconsequential. That character, don't give a shit about. It's the other character.
The other-
I don't know who these people are, so therefore I have no context to determine the level of work I should be.
Lav is a half-fang dragon archer who's a pain in the ass and very good at what he does.
Good to know.
I mean, it's an Imperial held area, so think about who you might meet up from the Imperial side.
I don't. Oh, are we talking about the crazy bitch who can like read minds?
I mean, that's the church, which is possible. The Divine March might be down there. I'm not going to give that away, but you also have the Imperial Guard.
Does Jessamine make an appearance?
Oh shit! She would crush our tiny body
Just knocking goblins across the jungle.
with a giant hammer.
It's just It's basically a game of golf for her at that point. Just hard.
Hammer
You know, it'd be
fist.
really funny.
Uh,
Just stabbing in like the shoulder blades and riding her like a wild bull.
Isn't that what Hawks does on a nightly basis?
but
He
no,
used to.
I don't need to think about that.
Too bad.
That
But yeah.
image is now in your head.
I've got some ideas, possibly some
Oh, shit.
characters from the first go around with our characters, like before they became national heroes. But
Right.
I've got some ideas. We'll
Kinda.
see.
Kind of nice being the guest player here and not being part of your guys' regular campaign. It's all fresh for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we hope you enjoy. I've been trying, I've wanted to get you in on this one, and we had a free spot, so it worked out perfect.
Heck
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited.
I do have one question if we're open to talking about it now.
Okay.
What exactly is our cover right at the moment? Or have we not
Excavators.
decided on that? Excavators?
You are a team
So
of
we're-
excavators.
So we are literally we're
I'm
organizing
a
ourselves
guild
as part of a work
artisan.
crew.
We could have got in on me. I could have
True.
gotten you the job.
Yep. But that's the cover. It is an archaeological site. They're digging up the ruins and looking for artifacts and possibly the key. And you guys, well, they called for a excavation team, and something has conveniently happened to the excavation team that they actually ordered, and you guys are taking their place.
Yes, it just sounds like we're in there to blow things up. That's what excavating means, right? Just blow
Mhm.
it up.
Yep. That's right.
Blow it up, sift through the mist. That's what I'm hearing.
Uh-huh.
You know, I can imagine what happened to that excavator team, and they'll never find the bodies.
Hey, if you guys want to be the ones who took out the other team, like, that's up to you guys, and you guys can figure out your own little story about that. That's perfectly fine.
Maybe we're impersonating them.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
I had the guild contact
Oh.
send them to the wrong place. They're on a snowy mountain somewhere.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, the sessions. So this next Saturday we're gonna try and do the closeout on the Orc Island campaign. So we're gonna try and do that because that's normally our off week. If we can't do it, we'll just start with the closeout of that little arc whenever we come back from winter break. But I want to try and get everyone together to do it this coming Saturday. If not, we'll just have our off week. And then the Saturday after that is the 11th. That'll be the first day of the Goblin campaign. All right. So yeah, I think that's everything I have on my list of stuff to talk about for Session 0. Is there anything anyone else would like to speak on with Session 0?
Yes, Grubby Tubby would like everyone to hand it to him session when we start.
And in
Professor
there what?
Grubby Tubby wants a 1-page essay on why chemistry is. He expected to be handed a 2-page essay.
Grubs bite me. I ain't doing it.
On why chemistry is greater than whatever shit you do. I don't need 2 pages. Literally just one sentence.
Boom.
Boom.
Yep. Boom.
I just put my name on it, draw bomb. This fine.
All right.
Oh shit! I had it. Fuck. Where'd it go? Question. But. Oh. You mentioned earlier that we would have been paid like 200 gold up front. Is that the goal we would have used to get our uncommon item, or do we actually start with 200 gold?
I mean, I don't want you guys going into this with a relatively low level and with, some amazing gear, because I'll be honest with you. I'll be really honest with you here. This is a short campaign, and if I give you guys a bunch of like amazing gear, you probably won't be able to use it all to its full potential. So having just a standard kit is probably your best bet. The gold is just there as the incentive. Like, I mean, if you guys want to stick 200 gold in your pockets and use it to buy stuff while you're at the camp, like food and things like that, that's fine. But yeah, it's like, whose line is it anyway? The gold don't matter in this one right now. So,
But it could for bribery.
yeah, it could. You're right. It could for bribery. If you guys want to stick your starting purse in your thing, that's fine. But yeah, with the magic items and stuff, we're not trying to go big extravagant because who knows? These characters might all die.
Do you intend to let us level in this? I know it's a short campaign, but we're going to be 8 the whole time, or can we make it to 9?
I don't think we'll have a long enough fight to level up, which is why I kind of set it at 8, so you'd have your second like ability score / feat position. I don't think leveling up's going to be a thing with this. I mean, now that's not to say we won't keep these characters and maybe do another campaign with them at another time, and we can level up then. But yeah, I do not see you guys leveling up in this short campaign.
If we all survive and we do another evil campaign further down the road.
Yeah,
Mm,
sure.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys level up because you'll have completed like an arc with getting or with surviving the whole ordeal or whatnot. So
Cool.
I like giving you guys other characters that we can toss in places and have things show up.
And it builds the world.
Yes, exactly.
Not gonna lie, I have been wondering about our cloud chasers that are in this. I think the cloud chasers are in this world.
Yep, they're way up north.
I wonder about that group from time to time.
So do I. That was a fun group.
Cloud chasers?
They were a
we
ragtag group of adventurers that got paid to go and found a dragon that was causing issues, and they tried to slay the dragon but ended up being minions of the dragon at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
So now they work
that's
for the dragon.
one way to go about it.
God damn
It's
it.
one way to go about it.
Yep.
It was an interesting turn. I was actually quite impressed with.
They became minions of the dragon by choice?
Well, the dragon
No.
was about to kill people, and they ended up convincing the dragon that they're more useful and valuable to them alive. And kind of worked out a symbiotic deal kind of thing.
Also because he literally would have murked us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was kind of fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
sounds
that.
like fun. That sounds like an absolute blast.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. I had
All right,
a really
Remy.
early day, late night, but I'll catch y'all.
See you next week.
Good night, Remy.
Feel better.
Have fun.
All right. Well, I think that's all I have, and I think we've went through everything. Everybody's got their items. We've done the character intros, and yeah, I think we're good.
Cool.
You guys feel good?
Yeah. Do you?
I feel good.
Can we just have a paladin as a healer? Is that right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I'll probably give you all a certain amount of
I have
potions.
healing words for what that's worth.
Go buy potion.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
I can get somebody up in a pinch.
Tactful about our movements.
So, I am going to try a little different style of my prep work for this campaign. I have an outline, but I'm not going to prep like every detail on every path like I do for our homebrew campaign.
Right.
So much of this may be winging it for me, and we'll see how well I do with that. And hopefully it's fun for everybody.
I'm excited.
Because I predict a lot of chaos and a lot of off the wallness with a bunch of goblins. And you guys at the
there's
driver's seat.
there's chaos for sure.
So yeah, this
Should be fun.
This can afford to be a little bit more silly than what we're used to. I just want you guys to have fun with it.
Obviously. That is the whole point of D&D.
Yes, it is.
But all right, that's all I got. And if that's all everyone else has got, we can close out this session 0 and start this up on the 11th and try and finish out the other one next week.
Good night.
All right, you guys have a great night. Thank you everyone for
Good night.
coming.
Hey, everybody.